guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new here. My name is Kate and I am a stay-at-home mom to two boys. This is Foster. He is 16 months old, and then I have a 7-year-old in the other room named Grayson. And I make mommy and lifestyle videos here on my YouTube channel. So before we get into today's video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Would love to have you and get to know you. And then also make sure you give us a big thumbs up if you like this type of video. So for today's video, I'm going to be taking you guys around our house, specifically our playroom, which we are in now, and sharing with you guys all of Foster's favorite toys and activities that we have bought for him to keep him entertained and busy. Like I said, he's 16, almost 17 months old now. And ever since he has turned 1 and started running around the house, it has gotten more difficult by the day to keep him entertained and busy and trying to stay out of messes. So I thought it'd be a helpful and good idea to hop on here and, like I said, take you around our playroom and just show you all of the things that we have gotten for him. And really a lot of these things are hand-me-downs from my older son Grayson, to keep him busy and entertained, and instead of making him like watch cartoons while I'm cleaning, these are some activities that he can do that help him learn, and like I said, just keep him busy and out of trouble. I know that every time Christmas or Easter or his birthday comes around, I'm always on Pinterest and YouTube trying to find moms telling me what to buy him, because I just never know what's actually worth the money. So I thought I would just take you around and show you what I think is worth the money and what I definitely think you shouldn't buy. I'm going to show you some things that we have spent our money on that I'm planning to sell here in the next few days, because he just hasn't played with it and it's just not very entertaining. So I hope you guys find this helpful, especially with like Easter coming up, or if you have birthdays coming up, or it's summertime and I know we are all quarantined inside right now during this virus thing going on. So you might just be looking for some things to Amazon Prime to your house to keep you guys busy, and I'm right there with you. So if you have extra activities that you think I would be interested in, leave that down below. So this is our playroom, and it is right off of our kitchen, right through this little doorway, and I absolutely love it. It gives the kids a place to play while I can still see them and cook and clean. So we spend a ton of time in here playing, and I have it pretty organized, but it's definitely not decorated in any sorts. So please ignore that. I'm working on that for sure. But I'm gonna start right over here. This is my oldest son's kitchen. Like I said, he is 7, so he really doesn't play too much with this anymore at all. But, you know, we just have it here for Foster, yet he is still a little too small for this particular kitchen. But I would just show you guys, we have this up here because he is just too tiny for it. It has like really tiny pizza pieces, so we just keep that up here. This is all the dishes, and we have this refrigerator loaded full of little cut up foods that he plays with. He has some little kitchen appliances in each of these, but as of right now, you know, he's just not really into this kitchen. It's a little big for him, so I might suggest waiting till they're like 2, or getting a smaller kitchen like we have over there, which I'll show you guys in just a minute. This is also a Melissa and Doug food cart. Now, Foster does play with this some, but he kind of just tears it apart. Like I said, I think he's still a little too young. It's more of like a make-believe toy, and so he just kind of like gets all the food and stuff out of it and throws it. So I would definitely say wait on this, but if you have like a 3 and 4-year-old, this was my son's favorite toy for years. So moving on, we have some little musical instruments, and Foster does love these, especially the piano. My son is learning piano, so he has it out for him, but also Foster loves to run over there. He can turn it on now, and he loves just making music and noise. So I really, really like that for him. We have it down low enough that he can get to it. Now, this little skip hop table was originally his little bouncer, and he started using this around 4 months old and absolutely loved it. It is 1,000,000% worth your money, and I will link all of the stuff that I can find down below. So if you guys are interested, you can just click it down below and find it. But this we got off Amazon. I said it's skip hop, and we really liked it up until he got out of the little bouncer part. Now, the bouncing part is like under there. You can put it, and then you put this little thing on as a table. And ever since we've done that, he just really hasn't used it. I am going to keep it in case we have other kids so they can bounce in it, but as of right now, it's just taking up room. He really doesn't play with this at all anymore. And then moving over to this little toy, I think it's Little Tykes. Yeah, it says it right there. But I got this off Facebook Marketplace, but I know they're on Amazon and everywhere. It's just a little house. And we got this when he was about like 8 months old, I think. And he was just starting to crawl. So this was an amazing toy for that time period. And he still does sit in here sometimes, but he's really kind of over it. I don't know if we've just had it for so long he's sick of it, or if he's just getting too old for it. But it's super cute, and I definitely recommend it for like 8 months up until like probably a little over a year he played with it. So it has a little bit of cubes in here you can put the shapes in. It has little piano doorbell. I really, really do like it, and they can crawl through these little holes. There's windows, so it's a good idea, and it's really not that expensive, especially if you can find it somewhere on Facebook Marketplace. I know there's like millions there in my area. Okay, now moving on to this corner, like I said, we ended up having this kitchen for my grandmother's. This was hers at her house for Grayson when he was younger, and I brought it over here because, like I said, Foster's just too tiny for the other kitchen, and he fits perfectly with this one. It's smaller, it's super lightweight. He can open and close all the little cabinets super easy. It makes little ticking noises that he really likes. So I would suggest for his size and age, maybe a little plastic kitchen like this until they get a little bit older and like make-believe is more fun and relevant to them, because this one's just fun for him to stuff stuff into. Not so much like make-believe, if that makes sense. Right here we have two of these little push toys. He got both of these from his birthday, and he does like both of them. He probably likes this one a little bit more, and it's the one that just makes a noise. This one he hasn't really gotten the hang of yet. I think he might in a few months. So we're going to hang on to them, but this one you're supposed to like put balls in and they shoot out while you push it, and he really just doesn't recognize that yet. Okay, so this is his little toy box, and it's one of many. This one I have just put some things in that are super big, and I'll just show you. This is the Scout, and he really enjoys this, and then we have this little one. I'm not sure what the difference is, but he likes both of these, and he usually uses them more as just like baby dolls, and he like puts them in his little buggy over there and pushes them around. A few other things in here that I do want to mention are these little tools. Actually, my son Grayson bought these for Foster in his Santa shop this Christmas. He got to buy his family and friends things. He bought him these little set of tools, and I promise you this is probably Foster's most played with toy. Like, he can't even stand it that I'm holding them. He loves these toys. Like, I don't know why and what he even does with it, but he just carries them around all day long. I don't know if he just knows Grayson gave it to him, or he loves his little tools. Also, this big dump truck he really likes. We've been playing with it outside and inside, and I think it's a really good sand toy too. We might take it out later in the summer and do that. And one last thing I wanted to mention was this little baby doll. It's a little boy, and Foster actually loves this. We got it for Grayson when we were having Foster, so he could pretend he had a baby too. And Grayson, of course, has never touched it, but Foster loves it. And look, he's so happy every time he sees it. So he definitely takes care of it like a baby. Well, never mind. Okay, right here we have two little rocking toys. Well, this is a rocking horse, and this was super cheap. It's Fisher Price. He got it from a family member for Christmas, and I would say that he plays with this like once in a while. He'll rock on it for a second or stand on it. It's super cheap, and I guess just depending on your child, they may or may not like it. We kind of use it, kind of don't. This train, I really am going to sell this pretty soon. We did get this for him for Christmas, and it's supposed to be like a ride and scoot on toy, and he never does that. So I really don't know if he's going to catch on to it eventually. He's just too little or what, but as of right now, we're really not playing with that. So moving on, we have our little cubicle system, and we really need another one right beside it, or like some other type of entertainment slash storage system in here, but this is what we have for right now. It is from Target, and so are all the little baskets down here, but I'm going to start with the top. This is a tiny little kitchen. We have it up here just because I don't want it sitting on the floor, and it makes all types of noises, and then it opens, it has some things inside, a little shape connector thing. And Foster has loved this ever since he was sitting up, so like 4 or 5 months. So I really highly recommend it. I got it off Amazon, and Grayson had one when he was a baby too, and he loved it probably even more than Foster. So definitely recommend that for your sitting up and crawling babies. Even now, if I get it down, he'll play with it for quite a while. So next thing is this. This is a little toy that was Grayson's when he was little, and it has like all these little balls, and if you can tell, Foster put a strawberry in it. So it kind of just like you hit this thing and they all pop up and then go down. I mean, it's a fun little toy, but honestly, we don't really play with it that much, and that's why it's up there. And it really just gets balls everywhere, in my opinion. But next thing is these little mega blocks, and I'm literally going to buy more of these because it's not enough when Grayson and Foster are playing with it. So basically, it's like Foster and Grayson's favorite toy. Grayson, of course, plays with like smaller little Lego sets too, but he even loves these. We do all types of fun things with these. This is something, like I said, they play together, which is nice. I keep them up there just so they're not strewn around the house at all times, but when I get them down, they are so played with, and I want to get one of those little Mega Bloks tables and replace that with that so that they can build on top of it. And we even sometimes do like Lego baths where I put Foster in the bathtub during the day if he's just so bored, and put those in there, and he'll play with it for hours. So these are just a must-have, and they come in like even bigger buckets and colors, so highly, highly recommend. Like I said, even my 7-year-old will still play with these. So this is one of Grayson's just little remote control cars that he keeps in here. Now, Grayson keeps some things in here, but Grayson has most of his toys in his room at this point because they are Lego sets and Playmobil sets that he does not want Foster messing with, and it's kind of dangerous to be where Foster can reach those little Lego pieces. So we have set up his room to become like a super huge storage Lego room, and if you guys want to see that, I will definitely do a room tour of his room. But like I said, he does keep a few things in here that him and Foster play with together, and this little remote control car is one of them. They can both drive it. Grayson usually drives it and chases Foster. It's super fun. I'll try and link that down below. We got it off Amazon. I think Grayson got it for Christmas. Another thing that Foster got for Christmas that he loves is this little Bee Toys from Target music set. And it all is in like this big drum bin basically, and has a strap, and then inside is a bunch of little musical instruments. And he really, really enjoys that. Like I said before, he really likes music, and him and Grayson sometimes make a band, and that's what they like to use. This is also Grayson's Lincoln Logs. He keeps those in here because sometimes when we're watching Foster, they play with those together. But there are some small pieces in there, so I keep them up just so that Foster can't get them on his own. Now, down here we have a million trillion books on either side. We also have books in Grayson's room and Foster's room. So we are definitely book hoarders, and if you guys want to know some of our favorite books, I can definitely do a video or a portion of a video on that because I have some really good favorites for you. But I won't go into all that. It takes way too long. Right here we have some wooden puzzles. These are just larger puzzles that he's still really not into quite yet, but these like teach him some colors and some shapes. On this side We have some flashcards. These are just first words. These are farm flashcards. We work on both of these right now. And they are both, let's see, from the brand DK. I'm not positive, but I will definitely link both of these. We work on these as much as possible because Foster is, learning to talk and everything. So I feel like these are super beneficial. They helped Grayson a lot. And I'm sure you can find tons of other little books and flashcards about my first words and all of that. These are some Melissa and Doug puzzles, 3-pegged puzzles. These are more like the puzzles he's working on right now, but he still is kind of too little for it and needs some help. Now, these 4 top bins are all of Grayson's toys, like little shark stuff, so I'm just going to go to the bottom and show you guys more of this kind of stuff. So this whole bucket is baby food, plastic food. This is just a big bucket from Amazon we got, and we just put it all in here. I highly recommend this. Other than the blocks, this is his most used toy. He loves this play food. He puts it in his grocery buggy. He puts it in his kitchen. He's playing with Grayson's little boat. But I highly recommend it. And it was super cheap, and it just comes with like so many pieces of little plastic food. This is all of his little cars. So he has some of these little bee cars that go on its own. I also really like the brand Green Toys. You can find them on Amazon. I find mine in Home Goods or TJ Maxx a lot. This one's the little plane. Here you go. He really likes cars and vehicles and stuff, so he has a lot. And a lot of these little green toys come with these little people, and he really likes that too. So that's just a huge bucket of all that. Do you like the people? Yeah? Okay, I better hurry before he starts making a huge mess. Okay, so this bucket is full of sensory and learning toys. These are a bunch of blocks. They are Melissa and Doug brand, and I'll show you what they kind of look like. So they are these little wooden blocks. They have letters and numbers on them, and he really loves these. He loves to pour them out and stack them. He's gonna do that now. There we go. Okay, next toy that we really love are these little magnets from Melissa and Doug. We keep them in a little Ziploc bag, but he likes to play with these on the refrigerator while I'm cooking and all types of stuff. They have animals. These are the farm ones, I think, but you can get definitely a lot more options. Another Melissa and Doug toy that we love is this little stacker, and it comes with all of these little blocks, and they can put them with the color or the shape, and it just teaches hand-eye coordination really well too. He just wants everything I'm talking about. Here, can I get behind you, buddy? Okay, I'll show you this one. This is all of his balls. So we have like an Outdoor Trolls kickball. I bought him these little set of balls from B Toys in Target. And then I have this little ring holder with all of his little rings that go on it are in here. He loves balls of any kind, especially this ball, and it was literally $3. He loves to take this outside and throw it with Archie and brother, Moving on, this little bucket is full of just play clothes and like our Star Wars stuff. So this is mainly Grayson's, but Foster will play with it if Grayson is, but really, there's really no play clothes he's interested in quite yet. He just doesn't understand. And then last but not least, these are a few little toys we just have stacked right here because I have nowhere else to put them, but he absolutely loves all of these little toys. So I'm going to show you real fast. So this little barn is one that he got for Christmas, and it has all these little animals, and it has like a little cow, and it actually goes out like this. This is the back of it where you can play from, but it's super cool. It has little noises, things pop out, and like I said, they have little animals that come with it. I think this is Little People brand, and he absolutely loves this, as well as this little tractor, and it comes with other different little people. This used to be Grayson, so I don't know what brand it is exactly, but he absolutely loves anything to do with animals, tractors, farms, so both of these are a must-have for him. He's trying to make it talk. You got it to talk. Okay, sorry guys, you're gonna have to listen to me over that. This is a little bee toy from Target, and I really like this brand if you can't tell. But this little toy has a little hammer on it, and then you just bang them, and the balls go down through the thing. This is just a cheap little fun toy, and he really likes that, and he gets a lot of aggression out on these balls. Now, this is another green toy like I was telling you guys with the vehicles, and I really like this. And this is a little firehouse. Ooh, I just spilled absolutely everything, and a hot dog's in it. So this is just a firehouse, and he has a little fire truck that goes with it in the bucket over there, but this just opens up and it has some stuff that goes in it. And it's just like a little dollhouse, but it's a firehouse, and it has a little bed, and he just really enjoys it. And I know it's like a toy that he can play with as he gets older, so I highly recommend that. And also, I don't know if I showed you guys, but this is his little grocery buggy. This was also his Grayson's, and they play with this all the time, mostly Foster now. But like I told you, he puts babies in here and pushes them, or food, and I think he kind of knows what it is because he uses it pretty correctly, and he really, really loves it. Okay, so it is pouring rain outside, so I don't want to go out there, so this is just going to be a Zoom situation. But this is our little water table that is a must-have for summer. Or I've seen a lot of people during winter put rice in it and make it like a rice table sensory activity, or put sand in it. Right now we just have water in it because it is hot outside right now. But in the winter we might change it up. But this is a must-have. He can play with this with little buckets. I have like my mixing bowl sitting out there that he was playing with it on. And even Grayson, my 7-year-old, plays with this. So it's a must-have. And now further out here is his little slide. We just put it out there since it's been warm, but he got it for Christmas, and it's been inside most of the year. And he just climbs on it and slides down probably 1,000,000 times a day. Don't you? And as you can tell, we have a huge swing set out there for our older child, and he cannot play with that yet. So this is like super fun for him to just run and play on. So I highly recommend a little slide. We used to have a ball pit, but now it's at my grandmother's, but he used to slide down and go into the ball pit inside a lot. So that's a super, super fun idea. So that is a tour of our playroom and pretty much all of the toys that Foster has and that he likes. I hope that this was helpful for you guys. I love videos like this, like I told you, because I never know what to buy, and I never know what he's gonna like or what there even is to play with. So hopefully this gave you guys some ideas, maybe for Easter, maybe for your birthdays coming up. But if you did like this kind of video, please give me a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit subscribe, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!